Yes, good evening, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom, men and women of goodwill. Good afternoon, good morning, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra. We are streaming live through Radio Biafra London, being anchored by the Deputy Leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, Mazi Uche Okafomefo. He is from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. Is the man who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. He's standing in a deputizing capacity on behalf of our Supreme Leader, Mazen Nandi Okukano, the Prince of Afari Beku, heir to the throne of Ibeku Kingdom, the one and only man that speaks for the collective interest of the Biafran people. He's from Abia State is Biafra land. And by the special grace of Chukwuki Kabiama, I remain George Onyibe. I am from Abo. Abo is in Delta State, and Delta State is Biafra land. Still on the gospel to restore Biafra, we know we must go through the nook and cranny, the length and the breadth of this British-created entity called Nigeria. A lot of things about our people has actually been destroyed because there is a calculative attempt to make sure that our life can never remain the same again. And our leader once said we are the most endangered species here on earth, and rightfully so. This is another moment where we look at just 1 hour with our culture. Back to your roots will remain the theme. Yesterday we took time to do introduction, looking into our culture because it's all about our culture. It has so much to do with us as a people. And of course, this evening we will start with the lesson 1. And so our lesson today is the medicine. Medical. We're looking into our cultural, our traditional medical system. Our traditional medical system. We've looked at our culture. We look at the value of our culture today. And I want to believe that at the end of the day, you will not only know the truth about yourself as a people, you begin to appreciate who you really are and what nature can do for you. There are things that you won't understand. I want you to open your heart and absorb it. If you look at Nigerian as a case study, when I was in Lagos then, when the Yoruba want to mock the Igbo, of course when we mean the Igbo, we're talking about Biafrans generally. This is what they do. They say, Omo ajokuta ma momi. Omo ajokuta ma momi. And then the Biafrans in return will say to them, Omo ufe mano, onye ufe mano. And now it looks like it's joke, but let me tell you what you do not understand there. The Yoruba as a people can pour 1 bag of pepper inside 3 liters of soup. And when they are eating it, you won't even see them sweating. No ash. Because in their DNA, there is something that kills pepper, or there is something that eats pepper. But you, even our pepper soup, where you put too much pepper, nobody will come to your canteen the next day because they will drink 1 liter of water to quench the pepper. You don't think all these things are just, it's just, no. That is why you see like the Arewas, they can drink milk January to December. Everything, there is always milk. But do you know, as a Biafran, there is stage you get to, you can't take milk any longer. This is why you must not joke with yourself. So when you are priding yourself, oh, I'm eating American food, I'm eating China food, I'm eating Yoruba and Hausa food, have you considered the negative effect it is to your health? But you never know this. And so this evening we are going to look at the medical aspect of our culture. Number 1, how did our people survive before the Western medicine was introduced? When I sit back today, you have, as a Nigerian, as a Biafran, you are sick. Without the aid of Western medicine, none of us will be alive. And that keeps me wondering. Our fathers before us, if you die young, you will be considered that you have soiled your hand. You have people living 120, 140, 172, and so on. You hardly see old people these days. Watch those people, you think they are old. People like late Buhari. Watch Obasanjo, you think they are old. Check their age. Maximum 90. Look at how they are looking already. But in those days, in fact, there are people I know. The man was about, it should be 162 years. And at the age of 162 years, he knows the name of all his children because he has about 32 children or more. I'm not talking about grandchildren. In fact, at the age of 162, the youngest wife is around 30 years. And as I'm speaking to you, the man's last son is, I'm not sure it's up to 30 years. In other words, if he's 100, that which means at 130, he pregnated the woman. But these people didn't have access to Western medicine. They were depending on our cultural medicine. And now the question is today, go and look at all the obituary newspaper. What you see is, after a brief illness, gone so soon, 28, 38, 40. You hardly see 50 years. You hardly see 70 years. But what am I trying to say in effect? We have neglected our own cultural values and heritage. Without IPOB today, there is a yellow substance, a red substance. Awusa is selling everywhere now. At least I saw one today. Oh, Alaji Gwangurugwa is a traditional. Is this one a Biafran drinking a drug sold by Awusa? Something is wrong. There are implications to all these things. But in the course of looking into our culture, we will see the truth. Then you see another one, the Yoruba, they are moving with drug, herbal everywhere. Ugu arariro, ugu gbogbo mise, ugu this one, ugu that one, ugu jedi jedi. And do you know who they are, those who patronize them? Biafrans. You will never see a Wosa man go to Bembela and buy Bembela medicine. No way. Instead, let that disease kill them. Awusa stay on their traditional medicine. Yoruba, the same thing. But Biafrans, they are the one that go to Ijebode to buy Uguarariru, Ugujedi, Ugubobo Mise. We are the same people who is taking outside drug. But where is our own traditional medicine? And now let us assume, without the Western medicine, what happens to us as a people? Because most of these people are gone into extinct. The remaining one are 419. We will get there later. We have traditional herbalists everywhere, medical doctors. These are the things we face from them. Today, all the traditionalists, all the herbalists we have in Biafra land, Biafrans, when you have a sickness that they have the medicine to cure you at once, they will never administer that medicine to you. That is the one that still know how our native medicine work. They will make you to be coming every day and every day and every day and every day. So they can be collecting 5,000, 10,000. So if you come 100 times, you would have paid 50,000. The more you come, the more money they make. And why they do this? They lose the divine mandate given to them to cure their people. They now have organization. They now use laptop. They now have metamorphose. They have actually improvise. And which grammar do I use? These are supposed to be our native doctor. The ones that are sincere, your pastor will tell you that they are evil. What is the meaning of native doctor? Does native doctor suggest that that person is evil? But they actually suggest that this person is a doctor, not Western doctor. But the names have been demonized. So you hardly go to the native doctor. And now one of the places where we endanger ourselves when it comes to the issue of traditional medicine is because most of these are traditional medicine. You must mix it with spirit. Spirit is jinn. Jinn is ugogoro or kaikai. Because it helps the root to ferment. It helps to extract the chemical from those leaves, through which is later purified by the Western world, and it becomes a pharmaceutical product. But in our own method of purifying these drugs, you use that same gin. And then they will say, no, it's a sin. The Bible says don't drink, but I never saw it. Imagine your pastor come to your house. You're just taking a traditional medicine, mixed with ogogoro. You may be the next sermon, topic for the next sermon in their Sunday church. And this discourages our people from going into herb. We can go on and on and on and on and explain, but I will be digressing. But the number one point I need you to begin to consider is, without our own traditional medicine, what will be the fate of our people today? What will be the fate of our people today, considering the fact that we depend on Western medicine? Number two, where is the place of our traditional medicine today? As Biafrans, our traditional medicine, where is their place? Where is their value? You will be surprised. You'll be surprised. There are a lot of things involved. There are a lot of implications there. I have seen people who were sick, and I've seen them being cured in a natural way, in a traditional way. But you know, since one is disconnected from the village, you lose most of these things. I have said it once. I have a younger brother who used to have a cataract. That eye was never operated. We took the brother, my father took my younger brother then to the village. Then, that should be early 80s. They just pick a leaf from the forest, squeeze it, drop it on his eye. That is the end of cataract. In less than 30 minutes. One of my pastors used to have pile. Of course, if he's listening, he will know. A pile he has suffered for more than 30 years. And one day he was advised to go for surgical operation. In fact, he was in the hospital when message got to the village that they want to operate him. And nobody operate pile and remain the same again. You are dead. You don't operate pile. You manage it till it kills you. And then they say, no, don't do the operation. From that same Delta State, somebody brought some leaf. That leaf looked like monkey sugar cane, among other leaves. They squeeze the leaf together, take the liquid from that leaf, touch the pile, push it back. That pile today is more than 9 years now. That pile has not come down again. This is a pile of more than 30 years. But today, a lot of people are dying of different sickness and disease because once they are sick, they go to pastor. Now your prayer takes over the traditional medicine. But most of you were not told that Luke is a physician. Luke, who wrote the book of Luke, one of the disciples of Jesus Christ, is a physician. So where is the place of our traditional medicine? I want us to begin to consider this. Number 3 thing we need to check about our traditional medicine is, where is the place? Number 4, is, what is the consequence of neglecting our medicine? You reject your own medicine. You go to other people. What is the consequence? Let me tell you. There are many ways to fight a war. This war that is raging already. I understand during the war, during the genocidal war, Nigeria against Biafra, there were Kwashoko children. The solution they needed was salt. And if salt will cure Kwashoko or reduce Kwashoko, and you have salt water all around us, why can't salt water be used as an alternative means to provide salt? And so I can't get it. Except there was somebody telling them it's not hygienic to take salt water. Because you have stockfish today, another food item they brought. They have to, in fact, stockfish, for instance, those people who aided and helped us to survive, they will use salt to seal stockfish and send to us. So the stockfish was not actually to eat fish. It was the only means they have to bring in salt that it might get to everybody. And so some people soak stockfish inside water to be able to extract the salt. But of course, at that time, they told us, no, it's not hygienic enough. It's not like this enough. But our man, Fulani man, we use cow urine to wash their head. It's okay. They are healthy. They are okay. The consequence is, will we neglect our traditional medicine, our herbal, we are already left at the mercy of our enemy. We've been so advanced now. Once you are sick, you run to India or America or German or China. But do you know there is a man in Imo State that can actually, is from Imo State. He undergoes, in fact, he carry out surgical operation on people in a traditional way without even putting them to sleep. They will operate you now. Once they finish, they say, go and eat abu. A native doctor. How did they do this? We begin to consider our mothers in those days. How do they deliver? These days, if go and check the record from the hospital. In every 100 women that are put to bed, 65% do it through operation. CSC. But those people you are calling uncivilized, most of them don't even know what labor is. They will say, get us body, they do me. Now hospital be the next stage. If they delay, they will deliver on the road. If they delay, the moment they feel that inching after 9 months. But it's amazing. Those of you who have access to the best so-called medical health care, your wife must be operated. Of course, I know some of you do it deliberately. Because you know you want your vagina to remain a young girl. So you don't want baby to pass there. I know that is the reason behind most of you. But of course, you are doing that, destroying the health system. You know, this is another way to liberate our people. Our culture, just that we are following medical aspect of it. We will look every part of our culture so you know what you are doing to yourself at the end of the day. Today now, government of the day will come out. For example, the Nigeria you find yourself, because it's going to happen. One Fulani man would say, from today, we ban the importation of any Western drug inside Nigeria. After all, where is Enzo? We ban the importation of any form of Western medicine. We want to develop our medicine. I tell you, more than 70% of Biafrans will die, even without shooting a gun. And more Yorubas and Hausa will become millionaires overnight. Why? Because they still retain their traditional herbal medicine. Yorubas still maintain it. So even before they take Paradol, Paracetamol, Astaramycin, and Arubumycin, they have taken Baba Ijebu, Baba Igbo. They still maintain it. Hausa still maintain it. Fulani still maintain it. But what of we, Biafrans? No, we are westernized. Have you tried taking osmosis? You know, the bigger the name, the more complicated the name, the more effective the drug. Just give the drug big name, the disease run away. That is your mindset. Don't be surprised. One day, as we are talking now, Hausa will ban the importation of Western drug. And then you know what we have done to ourselves. I listened to our leader broadcast one day. He said, when you have a child that never fell sick, and he grow up into a man, the day that child is attacked by any disease, that child cannot survive. Because his immune system has not been used to fighting virus and germs. That child will die. In those days when we were small, we used to eat sand. They say, liver, it's okay, it's normal. We just dey inside sand, pack sand, food for mouth, then go leave us. We never do appendix. But today now, if sand enter newborn baby, new generation of Biafra, if one seed of sand enter your baby mouth, I'm sorry, they may have to use microscope and telescope. They will even use jig to bleach the mouth. You think it's advancement? Prepare for what is coming. What can we learn from other race and culture in terms of this medicine? The medical aspect of their culture and of their life. Now let me tell you something. As advanced, as developed as Chinese is, they depend on their own drug. They even import it to us. They call them Tianxi, and so on and so on. Asian drug. I even have one of them close to me. There was by the time I was released from DSS, somebody helped me and said, take this. And I took those drugs. And when I finished, I had allergic reaction. It looks like I was having chicken pox or smallpox. But I know I have had it when I was in the boarding school in those days in secondary school. And it's not possible for me to have it now. And when I checked, it was those drugs that were causing the allergic reaction for me. But it's China drug. It's working for them. But it was not designed to suit my DNA. You think we are all the same DNA? No. Everyone has his own. So as advanced as China is, they depend on more of their own herbal medicine to survive. Watch China people, Japanese people, all these Korean nations. They are the people you see, very old people. Old people. Indian has emulated them. They upgraded their own, making it look like Western life. But it's their drug. But black Africa, where is your own? They condemn it. When they organize seminar, they will write off your own medicine. You will support them. This is how they condemn your medicine. I've heard many people selling Western medicine. They say, the problem now is, my problem with our traditional medicine is that if you know pepper, make it bitter. If you know bitter, make it hot. If you know hot, you know go walk. You're mocking, you're laughing. But ask yourself a question. How did our fathers survive before now? Just find out from yourself. Every nation you see today, what is their hope? Let India tell China, we will supply you drug again. China will just laugh as usual way. Or America say, we banned American drug from entering India. India will just die of laughing. But let even South Africa say, our drug will not. In fact, why would I say South Africa? Let Yoruba say, I will not bring Ogwalariro and Ogujedi for Biafrans again. Many of Biafra people, Jedi will kill you. Go to every mechanic workshop. Go to every carpenter workshop. Go to every site of Oguaja. You will see Yoruba giving Biafrans drug. Ogujedi, Ogwajariro, Yoruba self put sanction on Biafrans now as we speak. Not to talk of Hausa. We are gone as a people. But you, who is a doctor, a traditional doctor, a herbalist of a Biafra, what are you doing? You are making money, Abi. Don't worry, it will get to your children. Instead of you to promote our medicine, traditional medicine, you are there making merchandise of your people. You think you have sense. Don't worry, it will get to all of you. I know why I'm saying this. Because sometimes we need to begin to consider what we've done to ourselves. Where is the place of our medicine? What is the fate of our people compared to what other nations are going through? Don't let anybody deceive you. This is the time, Biafrans. You are a traditional doctor, a native doctor as they call you. You are a herbalist. You manufacture local drugs. Please stop making merchandise of Biafra. Teach the next generation. Teach the next generation about our herbs, about our medicine, about our traditional and local herbs. Teach them. Teach them. Teach the next generation. As a child in those days, in my house where I come from, there is a clay pot they put. We call it ubube. Some call it calabash, but the clay pot. But in our dialect, we call it ubube. Ubube. There is a clay pot that they keep at our passage. You know those olden days house. In this clay pot, they always put water. They put water on the clay pot, not a very big one. Then they will break native chalk inside the clay pot. Then there is a leaf. I know that leaf. Till tomorrow, I know that leaf. But the reason why I do not damper into it is because the leaf have another species of it. One of them is the medicine. The other one is a poison. But as a child, I used to know them. So my grandmother will go, put a quantity of water in that calabash pot, put water there, break the native chalk inside the water. He will plug that leaf and put inside that calabash pot. The reason why they do that thing is an antidote to poison. So once you say, Mama Belle, they bite me, they say, go to that calabash and take 1 cup. And I tell you, if you like, drink acid. If you drink that leaf, soak in that native chalk water, it will subside it. It will destroy it. But I knew that it has 2 types. One is poison. One is the original. And today, since I'm not too sure of it, gone. Maybe some people would still know it. And so when they say, oh, Belle, they bite her, you now. But watch in those days, they were native medicine we used to take. When you are having worm, you want to expel worm. When you take this medicine, you will shit the worm. If you tell people of this generation now that you can shit worm, some of them will mock at you. They are lies, it's not possible. But if you want to know that there are medicine of our people, if you have a dog, go and buy palm wine. Put palm wine for your dog to drink. You will see that palm wine is a worm expeller for your dog. But don't go and buy the one they mix with shakareno. What am I saying to you in effect? In those days, when you take worm expeller, you will see the worm that is expelling. Today you will drink aramamasen, aturumasen, abagamasen. After the whole abagamabaga, you will not see single worm. They will say, no, the tablet pieces it. Okay. The tablet pieces it. In those days when we were passing out this worm, were we not living more better life than this? This is stage 1, lesson 1 of this study, the medical. Hopefully tomorrow we will continue for there. We will look into different branches of the medical aspect of our land as a people. Because I just try to make you understand just a few points about our medicine as a people. We have in the Western medicine, they have pharmacists, they have gynecologists, they have orthopedic, they have dentists, they have surgicals, pediatrics, and those who study family medicine and so on and so forth. Most of you don't know that before they gave you this grammar, we have all of them. We will look into them. How we manage that issue in our next study, hopefully by the grace of God tomorrow. At this moment, our lines are open. I need your response to the following issue. Before the Western medicine came, how did we survive? All of them, before they start giving you medicine, how did our people survive? Number 2, where is the place of our traditional medicine today? Number 3, what is the consequence of us neglecting our own traditional medicine? Number 4, what can we learn from other nations, race, and culture in terms of those who preserve their own traditional medicine? When you call in, you have 1 minute. Advise Biafrans to go back to their root. When you call in, don't condemn any other people. Talk about your own. When you call in, be on the positive side. For our target is to make sure that the Biafran will fight to restore, will restore it in its totality. And you never know what is going to come tomorrow. We must be ready for all of them. I'll be back in a minute. Yes, of course, at this moment, our lines are open. Only our WhatsApp line and direct line will be open this moment. Our WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. And then our direct line is 081-221-52971. When you call, please, just 1 minute, pass your message. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the line. Caller on the line, are you there? But we must continue. When you call, focus on the point, the agenda we have considered. 1, be positive. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Yes, sir. I'm Azichima Joseph from Sukasari, the Carmona. They're watching it here.
They will.
Yeah. Yes, so and people come and keep on blessing you and blessing you ever because of this project that you brought for us, especially for us to know our history, for us to know where we are coming from. Kokamama is going to bless you and your generation. I know that you have already blessed, but we give you more blessings because this is the type of the thing that you need. If not because of this type of thing, now in the school they have removed everything about history. Look at the so-called the woman that just give the students assignment. Can you go in Hausa land and give somebody assignment on CRK and Hausa and a Muslim child? This type of thing cannot happen. We are very grateful that Shukokama just bring our leader Mazin Amdekano to bring this platform where we can hear anything that we hold truth and nothing but the truth. May Shukokama keep on blessing you and blessing everyone. I was interested on this, since on Sunday I started the program. I was interested, and the program keep on interesting. This is only all just I have. They were watching it. I remember the Chima Joseph Onyibe from Sukasari the Carmon, and they
thank you very much. Thank you very much. Our people must understand: if we do not save ourselves, nobody will save us. But we must continue. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Hello.
Have 1 minute. Stop listening to your radio.
Yeah, George Onyibe. God bless Biafra.
God bless Biafra.
Biafra is rising. My topic was about your statement this evening that we're supposed to go back to our old medicine. And I pray, let me speak my language. Hello?
I will prefer you use Pidgin English in this segment.
Okay. It's better that we go back to our old name.
Yes, sir, we lost that caller. Caller on WhatsApp. Your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, my brother from another woman living from Europe here.
Good evening, Mazi.
My name's okay for him to see you based in Sweden. I'm calling from Warsaw right now. I say, make to keep you and bless you, give you more wisdom to educate us more and more. Hamadike, wherever you are now, or maybe and your leadership hands are up. My brother, when we say we are Biafrans, everything that has to do with Biafra is our culture and our religion. When we say, people don't seem to understand. When we say we are restoring this Biafra, we are restoring both our culture and our religion. A lot Onyibe did us wonders. My they have changed everything about us. Mazi, this topic is very, very good. We have to go back to our traditional medicines. Our people are always interested in foreign things. They are interested in what Yoruba is. Instead of them to patronize the one that is in their backyard, that they will not do that. My father teach people in my town in Omaka. I heard from Omaka is in Olo. Mazi heard your man, my father will see you. Even if you talk time, my father will keep you and teach with traditional medicine. If you have a snake bite, my father teaches you. If you have what they call it, rianya, the medicine is our place. Just take the leaf there, squeeze it, and put the water there. Everything good. This thing will be coming out. All of them will be coming out, and we start calling it with the stick or whatever rope. All of them This is what we are talking, and this is where we are going. May Ekekwa bless you. We are going back to our roots. There are a lot of things unfolding. Thank God you started with the air now, and we complete it. We are watching how it folds. Thank you, my beloved brother.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Caller on the line, your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening, Mazi Onyibe.
Good evening from here.
It's Mazi Onyibe of Family Writers calling from Nigeria.
Go ahead, please.
I want to actually appreciate you for what you are teaching us this night. In fact, I want to say that every Biafran is a defaulter or victim of what is happening concerning our medical heritage at this stage. The problem is still colonial problem, colonial issues that befall us. Because I remembered in the yesteryear when I was very small, when if snake pour saliva to somebody's eye, maybe hunters, they will come home and put salt inside the coconut, water inside coconut, use it to wash the eye of the person, and the person will got healed. I still remember then as well, when if you go for hunting, somebody will put a green leaf in his mouth while he will be digging the hole of rat, so that if anything like that snake, pours the venom, it will not affect your eye. I mean, it will not even pour out the venom again. And so many other medications. Like that time, if somebody is having running nose, something like blood gush out of his nose, there's a secret that causes something like that. When you carry pine kernel and burn it, and it becomes that black, and you eat the pine kernel, it will heal the person automatically. I have even applied it to somebody, a friend of mine, when I was in my place. He is having such problem, and I apply it to him. What of malaria? It is rabbit in the bush that you pick. This African rabbit that you pick. Cook it, treat malaria, and it will go. But they will not go to eat. We'll be using chloroquine, liver queen, the other queen. Whereas when we finish treating it, we see having the symptoms disturbing us. But look at things that we have naturally. If you bring rabbit, they will say that it's a rat. Nobody will eat it again. Biafrans are not eating. We are not eating it again. How will I eat bush meat? When we are eating those other ones and taking some other things, it will not help us. So I want us to go back to our root. Truly, we have defaulted. Nobody will say is innocent of it. I am also a defaulter, because when I take local medicine, if not paracetamol and other things, may God help us to go back to our root. It will be my prayer. Thank you.
Thank you. We must continue. Call on WhatsApp. Your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, good evening, fellow Biafrans. Good evening, Onyibe. My name is Anselm Modowele. I'm calling from South Africa. I'm from Abatata Mambala province, Biafra land. I appreciate your good work, all the effort. Biafrans is a good program for us. I want to use myself as an example, because like now, if I'm at home, fortunately I'm not, but if I'm at home, if I have cough, I know the medication that I just have to go inside the bush, take it, I will chew it. The cough will go. I don't take medication for cough, because the person who normally go for a medical treatment, herbal treatment, he normally showed me the medications if he's putting it for me. He said he's showing me because he knows I will not enter inside the bush and start giving it to people. He's doing it out of trust, because his children, none of them want to learn it. All of them are running away from him. They said, Papa, this thing you are doing is cheat. You are doing dirty things.
It's sinful.
Say you are doing dirty things. That is it. So for now, I know only cough. There's other ones, little ones I know, not deep. But like when I was traveling to South Africa, I have what they call malaria and typhoid. And I learned that South Africa don't treat malaria. Either they treat typhoid, because they already vaccinate their land. So there's nothing like that in South Africa. That sickness doesn't exist. So I went to hospital. I asked them, I'm traveling, so they should give me proper treatment because where I'm going, there's no treatment for that there. So by the time I finish the treatment, I come to this country. 3 months time, I start having the symptoms of the sickness again. I thought I'm not going to make it. I should start packing my load to come back to Nigeria. So, but one man told me, help yourself. I look around, there's no bush. I come down, I saw one tree on the outside, there is aloe vera. I said, this is aloe vera and I know it's medicinal. I said, okay. I go down to the shop, I buy garlic and ginger. I bring it inside. I go down there, I cut the aloe vera. I blend all of them together. I start drinking it. For a month, after I drink it for a month, that malaria and typhoid disappears. I never take any Onyibe medicine for it. So I advise our people that they should go back and do our people, they don't just get they do research. You don't just get to know about all this medicine. You do research, and possibly God will help, will guide you through your research. You see, that's all I have to say. Our people should stop buying Google Isha and so forth, and then the outside and the Yoruba. Yeah, how cha. For whoever understands, you know that that thing will not help them. It will only kill them. So that if they want to kill us fast, it is easy. They'll just poison all of us, and with that, thank you. And may God bless you.
Thank you, my brother. We will take this last call and then we'll wrap up this segment. Can you hear me, caller on the line?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
My name is Ubong Isidore. And I'm calling from Aba. I happen to come from Ikote Benin in Akwa Ibom province. So I want to thank you people for what you have done for us, for uniting us together, for making us to be as one. I want to say, may God Almighty bless you all in the mighty name of Yahweh Ashua. You say? So I want to say, make all Biafrans unite together, love themselves, wherever they are. If you see your brother, no matter the language the person is speaking, let everybody unite together so that we can fight this war and get our freedom. We have suffered a lot. We have suffered a lot. So please, let every Biafran, wherever you are, unite together. If you see your brother, love your brother as you love yourself. So that you can be able to fight this war and take it to the end. These people have suffered us a lot. They have suffered us a lot. At least we need to unite together. So that anything we want to do today, we can move it on. But you can see today, many people, Biafra Fulani, they group themselves and take our oil, do the way they like. They cheat us. We can no longer benefit on what we have. So please, wherever you are, whether you come from Igbo, whether you come from River State, Akwa Ibom, let everybody unite together. Please, I want to use this opportunity to speak in my dialect so that my people can hear me.
No, this is Pidgin English or no dialect here for this segment.
Hello?
No dialect for this segment. Say it in Pidgin English so everybody can hear. But in other dialect, you can use your language.
Okay.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Now, while we are drawing the curtain for this segment, I want to tell you something you don't know. While they are telling you that your native doctors are evil, your herbalists are evil as a Biafran, go and ask Nigerian police and Nigerian DSS why they are arresting them. Go to Ogoni, go to everywhere. Ask Nigerian police, Nigerian army, Nigerian DSS, why are they asking your native doctor to come and register? Now you know. In Ogoni, they have called for all the native doctor and herbalists or witch doctor as they call them in Ogoni. Nigerian DSS and Nigerian Army and Nigerian Police has asked them to come and register. You know what they are doing? They want to cripple us completely. And now some of you who are very educated, you say, what does this discussion have to do with the freedom fighting? It has everything to do with freedom fighting. Go to Yoruba Gota media today. This issue was discussed in Nigerian media. What are they telling them? All the native doctor in Ogoni land should go and register. When anything happens in any community, the first people they come for is the native doctor. And it is our native doctor, our herbalists, that point out, you people don't know that in DSS there is a native doctor there. But if you don't know, you think they have pastor, they have a man, they have everything there. But my concern is stop destroying your culture. Stop destroying your culture. Native doctor, don't show them your way. Native doctors, don't show them your way. And that thing you know, teach the next generation, or you will die with it. Remember, you were taught. We must go back to our roots. As I sign off from here this evening, remain blessed, remain focused. Above all, remain Biafran. And may Chukwu Kike Abiyama be with us. Ise, Ise, Ise.